So we're back out in the Badlands here with Ryan. I got Ryan behind the camera this time. We're out chasing turkey again. We're in the same area as last year. We're gonna do the complete opposite of what we did last year though. I'm out with my bow this time. We're gonna grind it out in a blind instead of trying to run and gun with a shotgun. So did a little scouting tonight, saw probably a dozen turkey, pronghorn, half dozen mule deer, so high hopes. We're gonna scout for a few more hours in the morning and it's time to go set up camp and have a beer. So it's the first full day of our turkey trip here. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. We've been sitting in the ground blind for a couple hours already. Just getting things settled in and no turkeys yet. We did some more scouting this morning and saw a few. Fairly confident with the spot we got set up in. Fairly. Not 100%. But we're gonna give it a go. So it's day 2 of our turkey hunt here in western North Dakota. Yesterday we got in, set our blind up. We sat for about 8 hours. Closest thing we had was a hen come in about 40 yards. Obviously we couldn't shoot her. Had a smallish Jake at about 60-ish. And other than that, it was a whole lot of nothing last night. This morning we heard gobbles all around us, but we couldn't get anything to come in close. This afternoon we're just sitting up high here for a little bit, just trying to figure out where these turkeys are moving, and we're gonna head into the blind here in a couple hours and hopefully get it done tonight. blast up a turkey from the top of the hill. We kind of put a half-ass stock on it. We're not sure if it has a beard or not, so we're not getting overly excited here, but gonna pop up and see if it's just on the other side of this little creek bed here. If it's not, we're not gonna chase it too far. It's about time to get back in the blind if it's not right here, so. And I almost ate shit a little while ago, so I'm sure it's spooked. Assuming it heard me almost yard sale coming down the hill over there because it's nowhere to be found. Remember, kids, tie your boots. Had a very frustrating morning. I think we've played our patience card a little too hard. We've heard turkeys gobbling off to our left the last couple days we were in our blind. Probably should have moved a day earlier, but got all settled into a new spot here. Got some wood ducks in front of us right now that we're being entertained by. Gonna be about an 8-hour sit again today. I don't completely hate turkey hunting anymore. I still do. Alright, we're back in the Badlands again. I am out here solo this week. Ryan's got to work, so I'm out here being as inexperienced as I can be by myself. So we'll see how this goes. It's only my third time to this spot and only my second time trying to hunt it, and my first time trying to hunt turkey with a bow. First time hunting turkey, period. So odds aren't stacked in my favor, but fun nonetheless. Those are turkey moving in the wrong direction, 770 yards away. It's not what I was hoping to see. It's about 7 o'clock. So I'm watching a deer run around with a pretty decent tom with a pretty decent beard and a little hen running around about 500 yards away. I'm gonna try and sneak out of here as quiet as I can tonight. Cut out a little bit before sunset. I still gotta find a place to camp tonight, so I want to do that before it gets completely dark and get set up a little bit. But really fighting the urge to just go try and set up a blind right away in the morning, but I think I'm going to do the smart thing and sit up here in glass for a few hours at least and see how they're moving around in the morning before I go tromping around down there. But getting a little dark out, but that's where I'm sleeping tonight. Camping out in the truck. It's about 5:30 in the morning, Tuesday morning here in the Badlands. Got up on my little glassing spot about an hour ago. Found probably 5 or 6 turkeys roosting about 800-900 yards away. They're gobbling up a storm up in the tree, and now that they hop down, I can't seem to find them. So I'm just gonna keep an eye out and see how the morning goes. A little chilly out here this morning. It's about 28-29 degrees.
move on those turkey this morning. Hour ago. I ended up with 3 or 4 deer between me and the turkey, so I decided I didn't want to risk spooking the deer, which would spook the turkey. So I snuck in and set up my ground blind. Not real sure how productive it's going to be right here this morning, but better chance here than up on the hill, so we'll see how it goes. About 2:30 in the afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. I'm set up in the blind, kind of back where I saw Tom and the couple hens last night. We've had a few hens come into this spot before. I'm just tucked into a little better location. Of course, as soon as I set up, I hear gobbles from the general area where I was set up this morning. It's pretty much comical at this point. Oh well, I'm still having fun. I guess that's all that really matters. So that incident I had with that hen was a pretty big confidence booster. She came within probably 6 yards of my blind. I've got a tom goblin. I can't tell exactly how far away he is, but somewhere to my front. I'm hoping that he waddles his ass this way. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too high, but I do feel fairly good about this spot now. So, fingers crossed.
Alright, so as you can see, I'm not out hunting this morning. I'm actually staying at a hotel. Had a pretty good incident last night, shortly after that hen came in. Started hearing a bunch of metal clanging, music playing, and then shortly after that there was gunshots being fired, what sounded like in my direction. A bunch of hooting and hollering going on, so I kind of crawled out of my blind and kind of looked at the area where it was coming from, and it was about 400 yards away from me. There was 3 trucks, a trailer, about 8 dudes setting up wall tents, and so I walked out, figured my hunt was ruined for the evening, and yeah, it was a bunch of dudes from Wisconsin setting up camp. Yeah, if you show up to public land and just start shooting guns and hooting and hollering, you're wrong. Don't be that guy. don't just assume that there's nobody else out in the woods hunting. Season ends on Sunday, I think. I gotta head back to work on Friday, so I'm just taking off early. Just please don't be that guy.